Halric! Halric! Oh, gods, don't tell me he's wandered off again. Quickly, Foxy, we have to find him. Oh, Alice, I didn't see you there. If you're looking for Halric, he's gone for a walk with one of the others. They're planning to visit the graveyard, if I'm not mistaken. Well, that's a relief. Shall we adjourn to the graveyard, then? Now, I know what some of you guys are probably thinking. If we're leaving, what about Eden? Well, you'll see. Oh, greetings, Foxy. Looking for Halric by any chance? As a matter of fact... There he is. I was afraid he'd wandered off again. Oh, there's no need to worry. Halric's safe and well. He's been showing good progress and likes to go for walks of late. Though his steps usually bring him to this particular spot. Oh? I wasn't aware he had family here. He doesn't. It's Tesleen. Her sword, that is. We buried it here in her honor. So he remembers. What brings you back so soon, out of interest? I didn't think the next round of treatments was due yet. No, it isn't. Look, I realize this is sudden, but I've come to say goodbye. It's time for me to return home. But rest assured the treatments will continue. Backlug will come to oversee them in my stead. I see. You did mention that you and your friends were searching for a way home. Needless to say, we'll be sorry to see you go, but I know everyone will be happy for you, truly. Happy and grateful. You've done so much for us, achieved what none of us dared hope was possible. And we'll see to it that your good work continues, and that no more poor souls are buried here before their time. So rest easy and take care. We wish you every happiness. Thank you. I will miss you all. But it isn't the time to say our farewells quite yet, so if there are any tasks that need doing, hunting beasts, fetching water, and what have you, just say the word. I mean to make use of every last moment here, after all. The time left to you is precious. That's right, Halric. That's exactly right. Those words will guide you true, so never forget them. And neither will I. You're gonna be alright, kid. Thank you for coming to see Halric, Foxy, and Tesleen as well. She did always enjoy having visitors, and none were more welcome than you and Alice. Take care. You too, kid. What? I'm not crying, I just have sand in my eye, that's all. As I mentioned, I mean to stay here as long as possible. In the meantime, perhaps you could go back and look in on the others. Alphino, for instance. If anyone is crying, it will be him. Uh-huh. What are you still doing here? Hurry over to Yulmore and look at an Alphino. Oh, and send my regards to the Chais. Alice, you don't need to be hard all the time.
Oh, Alpha, no!
Please, Lady Chai, dry your eyes.
The thought of never seeing you again is more than my poor heart can bear.
Oh, it's you. As you can see, Alphino has broken the news. I don't know how to console her. She thinks we'll be lost without him.
Aww. Julia. Alphino. You're certainly well loved.
'Tis more than I deserve, yet I'm truly grateful and will see that she knows as much. Lady Chai, I have a confession to make. On the day we ousted Lord Vorthree, when I revealed the truth of his tyranny and your complicity in his crimes, I did so with great trepidation. Not out of fear that you wouldn't listen, but that you might never recover. There was a time when I too, in my hubris, believed myself worthy to lord it over others. And when the lie was laid bare, when I was forced to confront the cost, the lives lost, it all but destroyed me. To awaken from a naive dream to so harsh a reality, I would have understood had you all surrendered to despair. But you didn't surrender. Far from it. You picked yourselves up and rose to the challenge. You found a path forward and the strength to walk it, and to keep walking it, day after day. But what struck me is how much faster you found it than I did.
Really? That felt pretty slow to me. But rest assured, we'll make Yulmore into a nation anyone would be proud to call home. Eventually. You can still come and go as you please, I believe. When we have good tidings to report, I may trouble you to be their bearer.
And I will happily carry them.
There may also be less than good tidings, in which event I hope I can trouble you for your counsel.
I should be honored to provide it, Master Chai.
Oh, Alphino, I know you aren't one to sit still, but do remember to take your ease from time to time. And no matter where you are, remember that there are people here who are praying for your health and happiness. Our brave and gentle artist. You have our love, now and always.
And you mine. Please take care.
You did good, Alphino. You did good. And so have the Chais. Oh, thank goodness you can still return. If I had to bid farewell to you both, my heart would burst here and now. Like Alphino, I know that yours is a life of constant employment, but do visit us from time to time. It would mean the world to us. I hear the airship crashed in Amarang. Never mind. The important thing is you're all safe and well. That said, we should probably retrieve the wreck before the locals strip it for trolley parts, or perhaps we can make a trade of it. Trolley parts. I understand the Exarch will be leaving with you. Capable though its custodians are, the Crystarium will be poorer for his absence. It seems the coming years will be a period of transition for both our cities. But through mutual cooperation, I am confident we will find a way forward. I think so. 'Tis a strange feeling, Foxy, to stand in the company of our friends knowing that I will never see them again. I struggle to reconcile it in my mind. But this I know, I shall cherish my memories of Norvrandt, of every soul I met here for the rest of my days. And I shall look forward to your tales of their endeavors. Forgive me, I realize that I never asked you what business brought you here. Can I be of assistance? Alice sent me. Alice said that, did she? Well, as you can see, I am quite alright now, unlike her, by the sound of it. Perhaps you might consider visiting Urianger next. Given his conversance with the idiosyncrasies of the Fey folk, I doubt it will be an issue, but a small part of me worries they may not relinquish him willingly. As such, I would feel better if you were to look in on our friend, assuming you have the time, of course. Of course I have time for Urianger. Off to Little Iran, then. Hello, friend. I see you have the Fae in here. I hope they're not giving you any trouble. Ha! That I should have the pleasure of welcoming a guest, even as mine own occupation draweth to a close. What bringeth thee hither, my friend? Concern, really. So thou wouldst grant the Exarch a final tour of the realm which hath been his home these 100 years. A noble gesture. As for Master Alphino's concerns, thou mayest rest assured that all is well here. Far from detaining me, our Fey friends have agreed to assist in the transportation of these tomes unto the Cabinet of Curiosity. Naught more remaineth to be done. Regardless, 'tis well that thou didst come, for I had been meaning to show something to thee. Right, you mentioned it. An object I chanced to find after thy victory over Elidibus. Though it hath lost its radiant, 'tis unmistakably a crystal of light, one that did in all likelihood once belong to Ardbert. Having been interred with his body, it would have remained upon his person after his possession by Elidibus. And when his mortal form was, forgive mine indelicacy, consumed by thy foe to fuel his transformation, I posit that the crystal did tumble free. Save that which doth abide in thee, it is all that remaineth of our friend. And if thou art willing, I would have thee deliver it unto Seto. I can think of no worthier recipient than he, and no more fitting a bearer than thee. As ever, thou wilt find the Amaro in Wallachdorf. My thanks, Foxy. The crystal shall grant Seto a measure of comfort, I believe, and to receive of it from thee shall only add to its meaning. That's true. Man, it's been a while since we visited Seto anyway. It was pretty close to the beginning of our adventure. Hey, buddy. How you holding up? Ah, full glad am I to see you safe and well. Rumors spoke of strange spectral foes bent on your destruction. But with the sky returned to normal, I assume all is well again. So, to what do I owe the pleasure of this visit? A crystal of light believed to have belonged to Ardbert. Though it has lost its radiance, you would swear that a faint light still shines at its core, as if to remind you that hope never dies.
Is that Ardbert's crystal? So it is. It has changed, but I would know it anywhere. However, did you come by it?
It's not exactly a happy tale, friend.
Then, even in death, His enemies found a way to profit from his sacrifice. Oh, it grieves me to think of his body being used for evil ends. But, thanks to you, his honor is restored, and he may finally find peace. No words can express my gratitude. I will keep this crystal safe to the end of my days. Rest easy, my friend. You have earned it.
Close your eyes.
Pardon? Very well.
Just one last time. One last chat.
How can this be?
Seto, my old friend. You've grown.
Oh, Artbert, how I've missed you. I'm sorry I couldn't keep you safe, or even console you. Had I only learned to speak sooner, I would have told you how much you meant to me, how much I cared.
I knew. I always knew. But I'm happy to hear it nonetheless. Thank you, Seto. My partner in crime.
I see. His journey continues. Then I will not yet bid him rest. With you, he may look forward to many more adventures. It has been a while since last I flew. Perhaps I too will go on a little adventure? Ride the winds, seek the horizon? Yes, I think perhaps I will.
Attaboy, Seto. I wonder if Amaro can become warriors of light. Thank you, Foxy, for taking care of Ardbert. May your adventures together take you beyond the farthest horizons, and may they always lead you safely home. Thanks, buddy. Alright, let's go and talk to Ryanje. God, that quest, like, this entire patch is just one feels trip after the other. But that quest hits different. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's a classic boy and his dog story put into a fantasy setting, but it hits different. Ah, thou art returned. Tell me, how did Seto receive thine offering? He was happy. Remarkable. 'Twas fated that thou shouldst be the one to undertake this task, I think. As Ardbert liveth on in thee, so too shall he and his comrades live on in the hearts of the people of Norvrandt. And their tale, now rightly told, shall inspire new warriors of light for generations to come. Yeah, hopefully just not enough to push the world too close to light. Now, assuming thou intendest to continue thy tour, might I suggest Slitherbow as thy next destination? The task of tidying up one's abode is seldom light work, yet I suspect Y'shtola's is heavier than most. Suffice it to say, a pair of helping hands might not go amiss. That's true. Given its specificity to the source, yon elemental chart is perhaps best removed. Yet I cannot help but imagine what might unfold were a native of the first to chance upon it. What questions it would conjure in the mind of its discoverer, and whither their curiosity might lead them. 'Twould make for the beginnings of a grand adventure, would it not? I guess it would, but it's a bit like leaving a gun back in the 1700s, or 1600s, maybe. Oh, man. Who knows, Urianger, who knows? Hello, Stola. And what is this? Have you come to spy on me? Does Urianger truly think me so slovenly? The nerve. Loath as I am to disappoint, I put my affairs in order some time ago. I've even bade my farewells. To everyone save Runar, that is. He's nowhere to be seen.
Master Matoya. For too long I have remained silent, but no longer. I could not bear it if you were to leave. Please, stay. I beg of you.
Runar, please.
I jest. At least in part. What I came to say is this. Thank you. Without your wisdom, your strength, and your kindness to guide us, our people would still be lost. We will never forget you, Master Matoya. Wherever your journeys may take you, you will always be in our hearts.
And you in mine. Remember that your people's journey, that our people's journey is yet ongoing. Your lives will change, and so too will your dreams. Yet come what may, you need not forsake your time-honored traditions, nor less your beliefs.
But neither should you be beholden to them. For it was with curiosity and courage that the Knights Blessed first triumphed over adversity. New knowledge and new wisdom are ever worthy of pursuit.
Indeed they are. And so, until we return to the Sunless Sea, we shall endeavor to live our lives to the fullest.
That is well. But however great your strides, there may yet come a day when the challenges you face cannot be surmounted alone. On such a day...
On such a day?
You may call on me. Since a means to travel between worlds exists, you can be sure I will find a way to employ it. And there remain so many mysteries here that want for solving.
Master Matoya!
Runar, really?
Adorable. Please take good care of Master Matoya. See that she eats well and wraps up warm on cold days. Ah, and there is an herbal tea which she enjoys. If I give you the recipe, you could make it for her perhaps, and, above all, please keep her close. I do not deny that she is strong, but even the strongest among us should not be alone. Agreed. We must protect Catmom. Honestly, he's a boy in the body of a man. Anyway, it is time we headed back to the Crystarium, shall we? Oh, are you blushing, Yustola? You still have to take the Exarch to Nabatha Rang? I see. Very well, you can look in on Thancred while you're about it. His will be a difficult farewell, and I am sure he would appreciate your support. The path goes through Twine. If you wait there, you would like to meet him on his way back, if not before. True. As I make my way out of the wood, I shall call to mind all that I learned during my time here, and I shall picture the day of my return. I know not when it will be, but mark my words, I will learn to traverse the rift. I'm gonna hold you to that, because I want to see what it's like on other shards. Hint, hint, Yoshida. Thaf, Jarek, Magnus. Ah, it's you! Good to see you looking none the worse for wear. Let me guess, you're here to ride the trolley too. Don't ask me how I know, I can just tell. No, as a matter of fact, you obsessed idiot. You too. What is this, my bloody name day? I see, I see. Yes, Thancred was here, and Reen too. They said they wanted to go to Nabatha Rang, so we gave them the use of the trolley. That's right, the old girl's up and running again, but we didn't just put it back together, mind you. No, with a little bit of help from Master Chai. We made her faster! And stronger! Oh yes, the future of trolleys is looking brighter than ever. Whisper it, but I reckon it might be time. Time to reach for the stars with a trolley to dwarf all trolleys. If you ask me, we'd be better off making them smaller. That way they can fit in narrower shafts. But that's genius! Why didn't I think of that? Enough. You can daydream on your own time. In case you've forgotten, our priority is to have more working trolleys. That's why we returned to China's, by the way. Not to make the one trolley we have got to go faster. We needed help getting a few Talos back in working order, see? We were out testing them when your airship came down, as a matter of fact. You seem to have a habit of crashing things. Unfortunately, yes, we do. Sorry about that. We're back. Aw, thanks for the loan of the trolley. Foxy, what are you doing here? Don't tell me the others are waiting for us. That's a relief. At any rate, we've done what we came to do, which means I'm ready to leave. Or as ready as I'll ever be. Not to pry, but what's going on? You off somewhere? You could say that. So you're heading home. I'm just a simple miner and don't know much about this world-traveling business. But the young lady here, she'll be looked after, will she? I'll be fine, thank you. I have a place to stay at the Crystarium and don't want for anything. Besides which, I've recently made a new friend. Her name is Gaia, and she'll always be there if I need her. Just like you lot. So please, don't worry. I'll be fine, really. If you say so. It being a matter of life and death, I suppose you have to leave. But I for one would still be torn. If the choice were mine, I'm not sure I could bear to be parted from my family. No, but it's for the best. Reen has chosen to walk her own path, and she doesn't need me under her feet. Besides, I have my own responsibilities, and I wouldn't be setting a very good example if I neglected them. Perhaps not. Either way, I envy you your dilemma. Well then, young lady, if there's anything you need, anything at all, you're to call on us. It may surprise you, but we can do more than simply offer you trolley rides. Thank you, Magnus, everyone. Shall we then? If you've nowhere left to visit, we can go back to the Crystarium together. Well, friends, it's been real. Bugger me, I forgot to thank Thancred. When you get the chance, tell him I'm glad we had that little talk. And tell him we'll look out for the girl. Good man, Magnus. When it comes to families, you'd think together was best, but it's not always that simple, is it? Never really thought about it, what with my parents being long gone. The people in this town are the closest thing to family I've got. And to be fair, I'd hate to leave them, which is why I'm not going anywhere. Mark my words, Foxy. One day Twine will thrive again, and I hope that Thancred can come back to see it. Him and that funny-talking fortune-teller bloke. Oh, Rianche. The wizard, as it were. Now, before we go anywhere, I want to see if Sayela has anything to say to us. Granted, we are coming back to see her another time, and you'll see why, but... So you've done what needed doing, uncovered the truth of Ardbert's resurrection, and duly dealt with the mastermind. Our friend may now have the ending he deserves. Thank you. With this, we finally reach the conclusion of the tale I tell. But your own continues, and it's for you to fill the pages as you will. How fare you of late? Still tending the bar, cleaning up after drunkards and Glynard. Okay, she already said that. Well, take care of yourself, Sayela. Giat? Bloody ho, my friend! Good on you for taking down the bastard what was posing as Ardbert. Lamite's Ardbert. With her beloved set free, Lamite can rest easy again. So come, let's raise a tankard to two of the finest folks that ever were. I'll see you later, Giat. Too bad, oh god, I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. The tank dude's not here. I guess he decided to just go off on his own. Serig? Good to see you in one piece, Foxy. I wasn't sure what to expect when I headed outside to investigate the commotion, but I sure as hell didn't expect to see you flying down that cliff. They say you were on your way to settling the score with your nemesis, and judging by your peaceful expression, I reckon you've done just that. Good for you, my friend. Good for you. He wasn't much of a nemesis, he's just... our ideals clashed. I've heard about the battle outside. I should have liked to join the fight, but Serig bade me hold the fort in the Crystarium. But the most important thing is that Ardbert now has the peace he deserves. On behalf of Nielbert, thank you for granting it to him. Huh. The other guy's not here. Unfortunate. Well, we've done what we came here to do. Let's head back to the Docile Gate. Oh, I probably should have gone to the Aetheryte Plaza. Oh well. Actually, no, because Reen's not over here. The others are. I took the liberty of informing the Crystarium's leaders of our imminent departure. It seemed only right. That's true. I did everything I could in the time I had. No regrets. I thought that it would be easier after saying farewell, but each step I took out of Yulmore felt heavier than the last. Oh, I know that feeling all too well. This is it, then. Yes, it is, friend. Be strong. I trust the Exarch had a pleasant tour of the realm. I suppose he did. He's not exactly very wordy right now. Reen, you doing okay, girl? Oh, it's you. You're probably wondering why I'm not with the others. It's just... I always knew that everyone would leave one day, and I always hoped and prayed that we would find a way to send them home. But now that the time has come, I just feel lost. Lost and lonely. I don't want our last moments together to be sad. I want to hold myself together just long enough to say the things that I need to say. But I'm not sure I can even do that. I'll be there with you. Right. Thank you, Foxy. I think we all feel braver with you around. Go on ahead and join the others. I'll be along after I've taken a few deep breaths. In and out. You'll be alright, Reen.
That's everyone then. We've all said what we needed to.
Even as we speak, Becklug undertaketh their final inspection of our spirit vessels. When thine own preparations for the journey are complete, thou art to present thyself in the ocular.
Everyone? I want to thank you all, on behalf of the First. You, and Minfilia, and the Exarch. Without each and every one of you guiding us, fighting for us, we wouldn't be standing here now. There wouldn't even be a here. And no words can express our gratitude. We still have a lot to do. Countless trials to overcome. But if it ever seems too much, I'll think of our time together. The happy moments, and the sad. I will remember it all. And it will give me the strength to carry on without you. Because you made me who I am. Minfilia. Reen. To honor these names and these memories, I will stand with all the people of this land and strive for a better tomorrow.
Thancred, I believe the honor of responding should rightfully be thine.
I know better than most how much you've grown, and I have every confidence you'll make your people proud. Gods know I'm proud of you. I always will be. You deserve all the happiness in the world, and more.
Might we also say a few words?
Why, this is just about all of you.
To see you off seemed the least we could do. You risked your all for us, fought for a realm not your own. Before you came, we had never known the beauty of the night sky. Or the joy of your company. Though it saddens us deeply to bid you farewell, it has ever been our way to send off friends with a smile. Wherever your road should lead, we shall pray for your safety.
And following your brave example, we shall continue to fight for the Crystarium.
With or without us, you've always taken good care of this city. I don't doubt for a moment you'll continue to do so.
Aye. A more resilient people we have never known. As resilient and enduring as the tower that watches over you.
To the last, we did not question the Exarch about his past. It is only now, when he can no longer tell us, that we believe we know the answer. We have heard what became of him, and what is about to be attempted. All will be well. Of this we are certain. How could it be otherwise, when every soul in the Crystarium is praying for it with all their heart? And so, when our Lord awakens, I bid you give him a message. Tell him he needn't worry about us. That he need no longer hide who he truly is. That he should live his own life to the fullest. And that if he should ever find himself reminiscing on the past with a smile, we shall be smiling with him. Will you tell him this?
Word for word.
Thank you. Please look after him for us.
I dare say we have all the good wishes we can carry. Let us be on our way.
Time to go home, friends. At long last. Well, this is it, Reen. Well, I suppose it's time. Are you ready, Foxy? Alright, let's not keep the others waiting. Let's get going. And bring our friends home. Ah, Mistress Foxy. I have but this moment shown your associates in. Strange to think that I will not have the honor of showing them out again. But I am informed that you yourself may yet return, and I look forward to welcoming you on that happy day. Now, if you would care to follow me. Let's go. One last look at the ocular, then. In the spirit of solidarity, I bid you carry the vessels as if your life depended on it. Absolutely. How many times have we few assembled thus in this storied chamber? Many and more, I think. Were the Exarch standing before us, the scene would be complete. Nay, 'twould be complete were he standing before us, with Emmett Silk smirking in the wings. You're not wrong, friend. Though we had our differences, I dare say Emmett and I could have been friends. And, by all accounts, we were, when I was unsundered. Since we cannot take our worldly goods with you, I want you to have my gunblade. Use it or sell it, it's all the same to me. So long as it serves you in some way, I'll be satisfied. Thank you, Thancred. I'll treasure it. Hey, maybe you'll become a gunbreaker too. Like father, like daughter. I did not expect such a rousing farewell from the people. It was the very thing my spirits needed. Now all that remains is to return to the source. The 12 know we have made Kryl and Tataru worry long enough. Angelo stands ready to work his magic on our souls. Very good. Let's do it then. Ah, there you are. I take it you are ready for the journey. The spirit vessels are primed and our company complete. At a word from you, we shall begin. Upon beginning the soul-imbuing ritual, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Let's start. Very good. I shall distribute the vessels at once.
All right, then. Pray proceed as instructed, beginning with your memories.
The first step is complete, and all appeareth to be in order.
Well, that just leaves our souls, then. We're in your hands, Angelo.
It is done! The vessels have received of both their memories and their souls. I hereby entrust them to your care. They belong to you now. Just be sure to guard them well, yes?
With my life, and then some.
This will work, won't it?
Our theories have held thus far, but I make no promises about what is to come. Even the greatest mages in history knew better than to transport a soul across the rift. We, my dear, are in unknown territory. Prepare as we might, we cannot account for all possibilities, and it is in such circumstances that accidents are wont to occur. Yet miracles do happen, so let us pray and will our friends home.
I won't stop praying until I know they're safe.
All safely stowed away? I do hope so. All that remains then is to step into the mirror. Go now, and safe travels.
did it? Are we?
We're home.
Oh, you're back. You're back. You're all back.
Thank you. My body feels like a sack of potatoes, but otherwise, I have never felt better. That said, I doubt any of us will be fit to travel for some while. May we leave the rest to you?
The vessel beareth our comrade's blood. With it in thy possession, the way will surely open before thee.
Let's go wake up a cat boy.
What? But you've only just got here.
Tataru, might I trouble you to brew us all a pot of your special tea? Ah, and we may require an extra cup.
Yours is a long road, my friend, and it stretches onto places beyond imagining. With your every step, these grand adventures shall grow more distant and faint. And there may come a day when you forget the faces and voices of those you have met along the way. On that day, I bid you remember this. That no matter how far your journey may take you, you stand where you stand by virtue of the road you walked to get there. For in times of hardship, when you fear you cannot go on, the joy you have known, the pain you have felt, the prayers you have whispered and answered, they shall ever be your strength and your comfort. This I hope, I believe, here at memory's end.
What is it, Alize? Are you all right? Do you still feel under the weather?
Physically, I couldn't be better. Thanks to Kryle's ministrations, I'm already looking forward to our next fight. But seriously, don't you have anything to say about that?
No less impressive than our garments. You've outdone yourself, Tataru.
To give credit where it's due, I had help from a certain fiery pixie who visited me in my dreams. They gave me all the information I needed to get the details just right. For your weapons, though, I needed a lot more help. Thankfully, our favorite heads of state were happy to place their finest craftsmen at my exclusive disposal. Oh, and speaking of the Alliance leaders, they all expressed their unreserved elation at your safe return, and promise to come and see you in person as soon as they can.
They really needn't have gone to such trouble. But we'll be keeping these gifts all the same. Do pass on our gratitude.
I realise we haven't taken up new martial arts, nor have I ever been one to set much store by appearances. But I can't help feeling a certain lack of, I don't know, personal development.
I quite understand. But as you observed, the others had the more pressing need. Rest assured, our turn will come.
What do you want, Alice? You already went from scholar to red mage.
If I expend any more ether, I swear I will blink out of existence. I need a bite to eat. Tataru, a cup of tea, if you would be so kind. And something sweet.
By Mistress Kryle's exhausted state, may I assume that the ward hath been restored?
Indeed. We succeeded in weaving it anew, albeit at a slightly diminished potency than when I had Becklug's assistance. It is no cause for concern, though. The tower is not easily reached, never mind breached. And even should some few succeed, their presence won't escape my notice.
Excellent. Said duty thus discharged, thou art free to go wheresoever thy fancy taketh thee. Upon which note, hast thou perchance come to a decision? The offer remaineth open.
Well, if you're certain that's what you... I mean, if you think
Graha, really?
Right. I accept. Henceforth, I shall count myself a scion of the Seventh Dawn. Grahatir, at your service.
When I was a boy, many long years ago, I yearned to stand tall as the heroes of Eld. But, like a fool seeking to pluck the stars from the heavens, my every attempt to reprise their deeds fell short.
Help! Somebody help! Hippogriffs! Hippogriffs on the rampage! A giant flock of them! Please, we need help!
I could do with a little rampage myself.
What? Now wait, just a... Here we go again.
I will join the fray when I've finished my tea.
Thus did the Avatar of Destruction descend, and in her wake leave naught but tears and ash.
And then, one day, an all but forgotten dream from my youth stood before me, in the flesh. So it was that a new adventure began.
The memory of a dying world's end. Night after night. And I thought it but a tired old dream.
I say, I knew that securing the palace would provide your radiance with depressingly little sport, but that you should fall asleep out of boredom. Splendid, truly splendid. And my own preparations, you will be pleased to hear, proceed apace. Oh, yes. They proceed very well indeed. Frighteningly so. And we owe it not least of all to this singularly useful body I chanced to find. With the Populares now all but destroyed, it will be the simplest of tasks to discredit their groundless assertions that I met with a grisly end. And as the very much alive Lord of House Brutus, I have a vast fortune at my disposal. Ah, money! Money, money, the great motivator. There is simply no better way to move men and expedite plans than with its alluring glint. Would you not agree? But wait, were we not acquainted, you and I? Should our familiarity cause you distress, I beg your forgiveness.
What did you say your name was?
Oh, a dagger through my heart! That my deepest desire should forever remain unfulfilled, to live unrecognized, to die forgotten. Oh. So it goes. Whatever this flesh may have been before, it serves only as a vessel now. And I, faithful Fandaniel, labor only to advance my lord's ambitions. Speaking of which, with the palace in our hands, we may now proceed with the next phase of the plan. But how very odd. Despite all our havoc wreaking, old Elidibus did not deign to appear. Dare I hope that the last of the unsundered is gone? Imagine it! Bound no more by the shackles of mouldering memories of damnable duty, free at last to live for the moment! Your radiance, but give the word, and I shall go forth and prepare for you your hunting ground.
That which awaited was a fell beast. Ferocious, ravenous, remorseless. Do as you will. It has been too long, my friend, and insufferably dull in your absence. When you return to me, you will share everything. Every blow will be a story unto itself. Every triumph, every kill. Rest assured, we shall have a fitting stage for our reunion. Oh yes, to reprise that transcendent moment, I will set this world ablaze. And we shall dance before the pyre. The beast shall kindle the flames of the apocalypse. Into its domain shall the hero set forth for the final chapter in the tale of this star.
Alright, before we go and speak with Graha, we'll go ahead and use this wind-up mistel, modeled upon no one in particular. No, really. And let's go wrap things up. Talk to everybody gathered. Alphino, Alice. Thanks to your reports, I had known that all was well in the source, but there's no relief like seeing our comrades again with our own eyes. If possible, I should like to thank Estinian in person for the help he lent us while we were away, but it seems he's not been here as been heard from of late. Such is his way. Well, until such a time as we meet again, I shall pray for his well-being, and take the absence of tidings as a good sign. as I do with our friends in the first. Indeed. While things are quiet, I think I'll move my body around some more. Need to get it used to the new tricks I learned in the first. To that end, I'll round up Hori and his crew for a spot of sparring. Oh, and Graha too. In my capacity as his senior, I'm obligated to train him as well. Of course you are. I'm told Raha has shed with some of the tenseness he had as the Crystal Exarch. If you ask me, he's more relaxed than he's ever been. Why, the Raha of old would leap down from a high place just to make a dramatic appearance, something someone did in some epic or other, and Alfredo wasn't so different. Still, I'm glad to have them back safe and sound, boyish insecurities and all. Me too. Everyone likes the garments I prepared for them. The time I spent polishing my skills wasn't in vain. In case you're wondering, Graha Tia's is an outfit suited for traveling, while his weapon uses a piece of the crystal tower as the focus. Brilliant, right? Now I know we probably shouldn't go around chipping bits off elegant relics, but it was just one little piece. Oh, there's a whole tower's worth. Just don't give anybody else the idea. If you're looking for Isildur and Elian, they're off to Doma to visit Holme. In his entire time with us, I don't think I've ever seen Isildur so alive as when he set out. Aw, that's cute. He went to go visit his friend. The boulders are back, as is Anor, Clemens, and Coultonay. The Archons have scarcely returned, and already Sister is at it again. However this plays out, I pity the newcomer. Oh dear. When I was tasked with holding the fort, the silence of the place was unnerving at times. Strange to say that it is amidst this ceaseless clamor that I feel most at peace. Hear, hear, brother. If Graha Tia is skilled in all forms of combat as they say, we must train hard if we're to keep up. Not only have the Archons returned to us, but a capable new comrade has joined the fold besides. Their presence shall inspire us to ever greater heights. They're smitten with the newcomer, the both of them, but I won't let him come between us. If he were to join us on the other hand... Hey, you keep your hands off my cat husband, okay? God, she's such a... Oh, hey, Riol, I didn't see you there. We've been receiving some worrying intelligence on the Empire, but with the place in shambles as it is, it's taken longer than usual to verify the facts. I suggest you rest up in the meantime. Well, I'll try. Ah, you're back. Tell me, Foxy, do you think I was excessively familiar earlier, in my tone and mannerism? I thought it better to be familiar than formal if we are to be comrades, but now I worry that I feel it may have detracted from the gratitude and respect I harbor for everyone. Perhaps we might consider it a nod to my regrettably less than humble beginnings. Yes, that will do. You're fine, Graha. Being free to live as one pleases is not without its challenges. In a way, it was easier when I had a mission that consumed my every waking moment. It provided me with a focus, a constant push in a singular direction. By the way, was casting spells always so draining? I'd forgotten what it was like to do it without the tower. I rarely felt so exhausted or hungry. Yet if all I did was bend the bow, I would be of limited use to you on your adventures. So I shall persevere. Whoever I might have been before, I am now a scion, and an inexperienced scion at that. A green initiate, eager to learn how best to contribute to the cause. That he might follow in the footsteps of his inspiration. Oh, you're so adorable. Graha Tia is now available as a trust companion. Perfect. Now let's have another quick chat. I suppose we ought to take stock of the situation. By forestalling the 8th Umbral calamity, we have unwritten history. The future now lies beyond my ken. None can say what awaits, but so long as we stand together, I doubt not but that we can overcome all trials. We have always done so, have we not? How do you fare of late? Do you mean since I reawakened in this body? The hunger being par for the course, I have no complaints. All appears to be well. Though my memories straddle the lives I have lived, there are no contradicting fragments which cause me confusion. Yet by the same token, 'tis a strange feeling to be possessed of my young body again. Even accounting from the crystallization, I do not recall ever being so light and spry. As for my soul, Y'shtola assures me it is similar to yours, Foxy. That is to say, it is somewhat denser than others, but otherwise normal. On the face of it, it appears to make sense, but I couldn't help but consider the differences between your circumstances and mine. You, of course, merged with Ardbert, and as similar as your souls may have been, the fact is you were different people, thus did your soul gain in density. How you were able to merge is another matter. Given what we know of the soul, that you possess distinct memories should have rendered the process more complicated. Though I but theorize, perhaps your strong and shared desire to do so made it possible. I mean, we also were once whole. I am 8 times rejoined. So are you, as a matter of fact, though from a different timeline. In contrast, I simply merged with myself. Whatever additional experiences the older me may have had, my fundamental existence remained unchanged. Mind you, that's not to say that I hadn't improved. Far from it. At any rate, when our souls combined, it shouldn't have been a process of augmentation, but rather, shall we say, attunement. It seems somewhat strange that my soul has become denser. Or this could be the result of having undergone another rejoining. If so, it would serve as proof of a future that many have fought and died to prevent. Lest we forget, my friend. Lest we forget. Indeed. Let's show him the wind-up mistel. Well now, I have my suspicions as to what this is about, but would you be so good as to confirm them for me? Aye, just as I thought. They went ahead with it after all. The artisans of the Mean had come to me with a proposal, you see. In celebration of the knight's return, they asked how I wished to be commemorated, on a coin or as an automaton. Neither, I replied, for all the good it did. They knew I would be embarrassed. It makes no difference what name they give it, yet still they did it. A right stubborn lot they are, as befits the people of the Crystarium. They shall be just fine without me, and Lena may rest assured I do not worry for them. Nevertheless, I shall never cease to pray for their happiness. No longer am I a leader of a nation. Whatever power and influence I may have wielded, I left behind as surely as I left my body. But everything I have ever felt and experienced, all of these things and more I have brought with me, you have brought for me. And I shall carry them close to my heart always, until the end of my days. And I'll be right there with you, friend. Until the end of all things. That is, of course, going to wrap things up for this episode. We're not quite done in Shadowbringers yet, but we are gradually winding down to that end. I'm not quite sure what we'll do in our next episode. I think it'll probably be Eden, but we shall see. So, in the meantime, I'll see you in the next one, everyone. Take care. Until then. Bye.